Have you ever found yourself in a brand new place, somewhere really exciting, maybe even a goal you'd worked towards for ages, but deep down there's just this constant ache for something or someone you left behind, that feeling, that longing.
Yeah.
It's pretty universal, isn't it? That quiet pull towards a person, a place, maybe even an old version of yourself. Well, today that's exactly what we're diving into. Our mission is to unpack the emotional world painted in Jamal Roberts' song Mississippi. And look, it's more than just a song about a state. We're using it as a lens, really, to explore homesickness, that classic tension between ambition and belonging, and what home even means. We want to look at how this feeling shows up and the ways we try to cope with it, or maybe sometimes fail to cope.
Absolutely. And it's fascinating how art, like these lyrics, can just nail these complex emotions we all grapple with. It gives us this common ground, doesn't it? To understand that pull between where we are and, well, where our heart wants to be, we can really dig into the psychology behind it, too.
Okay, so let's get right into it. The opening lines hit hard, setting up this immediate contrast. He says, "Traded in the lazy days I used to lay down by the river. Oh, how I miss it out here." That shift is almost jarring, from ease to something else. What's the impact there?
Oh, it sets the tone immediately. That phrase, lazy days by the river, it's packed with symbolism, isn't it? It conjures up simplicity, peace, maybe that deep connection with nature,
Yeah.
a less complicated time. Psychologically, it taps right into nostalgia, maybe for simpler times or a place where life just felt easier.
Right, that idealized past. And then bam, the present hits. Smiling like this is the life, but deep inside I'm just pretending no that I ain't living. That's quite an admission. Smiling, but pretending. What's going on there? What's the cost of that kind of performance?
Well, it's a classic internal conflict. Psychologists might call it self-discrepancy or even emotional labor. The outside doesn't match the inside. Smiling like this is the life, that's the performance. But the truth is, deep inside, I'm just pretending no that I ain't living.
Hmm.
And the cost of that, it's huge. Constantly faking it, projecting something you don't feel, that leads to stress, burnout.
Yeah.
It's just exhausting. And
Yeah.
it really makes you wonder, how often do we do that? Put on a brave face because we feel we should be happy or successful, especially after a big move like to a city.
Yeah, that pressure is real, and it seems like the core of that pain, the thing he's masking, is this profound absence. Which brings us to that central line, "I'm missing you in Mississippi, and it don't feel the same without you with me." That word "you," it's so central. Could you be the place itself, Mississippi personified, or is it always about a person?
That's a great question. I think it's often both, deeply intertwined. A place, for many of us, isn't just geography. It's the people, the memories, the feelings. It's what some sociologists call place attachment. So when he says, "It don't feel the same without you with me," it suggests the very soul of Mississippi, for him, is tied to this you. That you could definitely be a specific person. Or it could be, the whole sense of community, the feeling of belonging there. The place and the person or people become almost inseparable.
And that emptiness gets starker when he contrasts it with his surroundings. All alone in these big cities, all those skyline views, they don't look like you.
Yeah.
These big, impressive cityscapes, symbols of opportunity maybe, but they just fall flat for him. What does that say about fulfillment?
Precisely. It's that urban loneliness paradox. Cities offer so much, yet can feel incredibly isolating. Those impressive skyline views, which our culture often equates with success,
Yeah.
they feel hollow compared to something deeply familiar or personally meaningful. It really highlights a fundamental truth.
Yeah.
Emotional connection, that sense of belonging, often outweighs material success or grand experiences. Research consistently shows strong social ties are way more crucial for well-being than, say, a fancy view. If that core connection is missing, even the greatest achievements can feel empty.
So you're feeling this deep ache, this disconnect. How do you even cope? The lyrics show him kind of wrestling with it, almost arguing with himself or an imagined voice. Everything is for a reason. You know it's cold, but it's just a season. Yeah, you probably say something like that. It sounds like he's trying to be rational, trying to tell himself it'll pass.
Oh, absolutely. But then he immediately undercuts it. But don't change that I'm missing you in Mississippi. It's a perfect example of how logic often just fails in the face of deep emotion. He acknowledges the common wisdom challenges are temporary, like a season, but it doesn't touch the feeling. The heart isn't listening to the head here, especially when the need for connection is so unmet. Sometimes knowing why you feel bad doesn't actually make you feel any better. There's knowing, and then there's feeling.
And he's brutally honest about the struggle, too. Lately, it's getting hard to handle. Healing is getting hard to channel. Can't shake this feeling.
It sounds like it's moved beyond just missing into something overwhelming, almost paralyzing. It really does. That line points to a real struggle with emotional regulation. How do you heal when the source of the pain, the separation, is ongoing? The inability to channel healing suggests feeling totally swamped, unable to process it. It's like being stuck. This often happens with what we might call ambiguous loss, a loss without clear closure, like missing someone far away or a past life you can't return to. It raises that tough question: when does just pushing through, being resilient, actually become just enduring, just suffering? What's the cost of that?
It feels like he's right on that edge, but then there's a shift, isn't there? A glimmer of hope, or at least determination. I'm on my way as fast as any man ever on whatever it takes promise that you're going to keep holding on. This feels different. It's active.
Yes. That's a significant psychological shift. It's moving from passive yearning to active commitment. He's decided to bridge the distance. Having a goal, a plan, even a difficult one, can combat feelings of helplessness. And that phrase, whatever it takes, shows just how deep that resolve is now. The pain has pushed him to act. It's a move from just feeling the absence to planning to fix it, from enduring to acting.
And yet, even with that resolve, he comes back to that raw, vulnerable question. Are you missing me? It's almost like a plea.
Yeah, you've put your finger on something crucial there. That question taps right into our fundamental need for reciprocity, for validation. The pain of missing someone is often amplified by wondering, do they feel it too? Am I just adrift here, or is this connection still real on both sides? So asking, are you missing me, is seeking confirmation that the bond matters, that it's mutual, it's incredibly human, that need to know we're held in someone else's heart, especially when we're far away. It's about belonging.
So wrapping up our deep dive into Mississippi, we've traced this really poignant journey from those lazy river days to the lonely cityscapes, all driven by this powerful pull towards home and towards you. It's such a specific story, but it feels like it captures something much broader about the human condition.
It really does. This exploration, I think, reveals that fundamental tension we all navigate. The drive for ambition versus the need for attachment, going out versus staying connected. And it suggests that maybe true fulfillment isn't always found in the next big thing, the skyline view. Sometimes it's back where we started, or with the people who make a place mean something. It kind of challenges our usual ideas about success.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you to consider. If those big achievements, those impressive views, can't ultimately fill the void left by a simpler, maybe more authentic connection, what does that really tell us about what we truly value, about where our real home might be, and how we should measure our own lives? Maybe take a moment to think about what you and Mississippi represent in your own experience.